Super Bowl analysis, Super Bowl 42, part 2. We go to the second quarter. In the first quarter, each team only had the ball once. Giants, a long drive. But then, as is common in Bill Belichick coach defense, held them to a field goal. Good in the red zone. And then Brady and the New England went all the way. They didn't have to go all the way down. They had a kickoff return to the 43, and then went to the 45. Had over a 50-plus yard touchdown drive. Even there, he got hit a few times, not on the short throws, but on the one was on a screen, but one he did get hit on a couple of the longer throws, more than 10 yards, but not a concern right now. Right now, that you score a touchdown, you're good. Again, just to give you a feel for the game. First of all, it's being played in Arizona. That's why I'm wearing the short sleeve, because that's what Belichick was wearing. He was wearing the hoodie with the short sleeves. That's why I'm wearing the hoodie with the short sleeve. He didn't have the hood on. I got the Dolphin on because New England's going for perfection here. Ignore Dan Marino. He wasn't going for perfection. He did try to win one Super Bowl, but New England going for perfection. The Giants, they slipped into the playoffs. They were a 9-7, but got hot playoff time. Manning had not thrown an interception in the playoffs. He's about to, because in this drive, let's go right to it. He threw 27 interceptions on the season, but none in the playoffs. And in this drive, second drive, we're in the second quarter. Second time the Giants got the ball, 3rd and 7.
Another blitz.
He's got plenty of time. Just heaves it up there.
Just airs it out. For Toomer.
And would you leave it? Amani Toomer caught it. Now, Amani Toomer is one of the leftovers who lost to, he's one of the few that was there when they lost to Baltimore in Super Bowl 35. Strahan was there also as a youngster. Strahan is back. I told the team, let's not just be happy to be here. Let's try to beat these New England Patriots and ruin their perfection. But the weapons, I didn't talk about much about the Giant weapons. Toomer is still there. Plexico Burress is the main receiver. And like I said, I did mention in the first part, they have the strong running game with Brandon Jacobs, Ahmad Bradshaw, a good offensive line. And again, Eli Manning, a guy who may throw 27 interceptions during a season, but he can get hot. If you follow Eli Manning's career, it's hot and cold, mostly hot, mostly a strong quarterback, and he had two tremendous Super Bowl runs. You're watching his first one as we're watching Super Bowl 42, and just as I say things working well, let's fast forward through. Let's get to. Hold on. Okay. Hey, I would do a pause every time, but anyway, 3rd and 5. Now they're in the red zone. Tipped up in the air. Intercepted by Ellis Hobbs. Let's check a replay on that. Let's see whose fault that was.
Yeah, in this ball, you can see Steve Smith just getting out of his break, and it was a ball that was coming in pretty hard. And so for him to be able to locate it and then make the catch, a ball he should have caught.
Okay, Aikman did that well. I mean, Eli Manning did throw it a little bit hard, and he's just coming out of his break, Steve Smith. I forgot to mention that weapon. That's not the Steve Smith that was on Carolina all those years. A younger Steve Smith, just coming out of his break, so the ball surprises him and catches up on him and gets to him before he really has a chance to react. But he should have caught it. Correctly said by Troy Aikman, he should have caught it. Blame Steve Smith more than Eli Manning. And a lucky break. Just as they were lucky to get that 40-yarder as he heaved it up, they were unlucky, the Giants, for the ball to pop into Ellis Hobbs' hands there. I think the luck, luck generally will even out, but the luck did go more to Giants' way in this game. We'll see that a few times, but for now, that's the end of that possession. No points for the Giants after another drive into the red zone. Pause. New England takes over. They get a screen for 8, a Maroney run for 1, and now it's 3rd and 1. So they're going to try to run it. Let's see what happens on the run.
Tight formation, handoff to Maroney.
Not going to get it. Okay, so that's a 3-and-out for the New England offense. An offense that scored 50 touchdowns, had 500 points. You know, they're unbelievable offense. An offense that Tom Brady wasn't used to, that you're not used to seeing Tom Brady run, where you throw deep and short. And here they have to go 3-and-out as they miss a 3rd-and-1. Pause. After a sack, on a loss of 3, on a short sack, we're watching the Giants with their 3rd time with the ball. Oh, the ball's loose. 58. He should be on it. It looked like Pierre Woods got it. By the way, who's Pierre Woods? You know who got the sack? Jarvis Green. Who's that? And some other guy had a partial in that sack, a guy named Smith. I can't even, they just said a guy named Smith. I never even heard. New England is very well known for, they plug anybody in and they do well. You check the names of the defense they had when they won Super Bowl 36, and even when they won 38 and 39, check the names of a lot of the players on defense. You go, he was on the team. That guy was on the team. Anthony Pleasant was a key guy was a starter on New England. Yeah, he was a starter for New England on those teams. You can never name their running backs. I mean, who was our running back? Go ahead, trivia. Who was our running back for 36 and 38? And they didn't get, and don't say who's that guy they got from the Chargers for 39? Don't say him. It was Antoine Smith. His name I remember. I don't remember the star. They did pick up a star running back for Super Bowl 39 against Philadelphia for that season. Anyway, they do have a way of taking anybody, fit them in, do their job, and get the most out of players. But look at that luck. This is already our first lucky bounce for the Giants, because I mean that ball clearly looked like it was recovered by Pierre Woods. How in the world did the Giants come up with that? And obviously that's big. Okay, the ball. There he is. Woods is right on top of it. How in the world did that slip out? And it had it. Ahmad Bradshaw ended up pulling it back out. See here, Bradshaw's reaching in. Not a clean handoff here. There's your fumble. They ended up not doing anything on 3rd down. Very poor drive there. And 3 drives for the Giants. They've got 3 points. Now New England's about to have their 3rd possession. And it's going to be the most important one of the game. Most important early possession of the game. Okay, 2nd and 9 action after a 1-yarder. And I believe this is crucial to the game. These next 2 plays. Brady in trouble, goes down. Pressure. Watch, he's going to act, the linebacker's going to act, he's going backwards, zip up the middle, couldn't be picked up, knocked down Brady. Strahan was there too. Okay, 3rd and 17. Back to pass. Oh! Justin Tuck. As I do it this day, it was Justin Tuck just announced his retirement. As I do this video here, leading to Super Bowl 50, Justin Tuck is a big factor in this game. Watch him go right through his block. Few of the Giants met right around Tom Brady. And why do I think that's one of the most important of the early possessions? I think for obvious reasons. He got hit a few times on the first possession, Brady. And the second possession, it was a screen and 2 runs. Now the 3rd possession, on both times that he drops back to pass, boom, there is no time. 2 sacks in a row. So a pattern is developing here that Brady's not going to have time. And when any quarterback, if you hit them, starts diminishing quickly. Brady is one of those. He becomes normal. He's no more Superman, no more Hall of Fame quarterback when he gets hit. So that's going to be obviously a big factor in this game. So far, I would say it's just a Giant defense playing very well. How about that Giant defense, right? I wouldn't say, well, the New England could have done this, that, and that, and that. They scored a touchdown on the first possession. They got a screen and 2 runs. Two runs that didn't work on the second. And on the third, they got sacked twice. Okay, so far, good Giant defense. All New England has is 7 points. 7-3 New England, 6:56 left in the second. Each team has had the ball 3 times. On the Giants' 4th possession, they also moved the ball a little, this time through the run. Now, they showed that the Giants were mixing it well. 15 passes, 14 runs as of a few play right before the one we're about to see. And look at this little stat here. Look at this little Patriots defense, no touchdowns allowed in the last 7 quarters. That's because, remember I told you it was 21-12 they won that championship game against San Diego. They gave up 4 field goals. And there's already the second quarter here, 2 minutes and 32 seconds left. The Giants have had it a few minutes. The Giants have been moving the ball, but nobody's scoring. And San Diego but they're not getting any touchdowns. San Diego got 4 field goals, but no touchdowns. So Patriots is a bend but not break type defense. Again, solid defense. I don't want to make them sound they were not a good defense, but again, their offense was Hall of Fame-ish this year. The defense was as solid as usual, but not great. We have 3rd and 4. And again, now we're at the 25. They're clearly within field goal range. Sack. Batted forward and recovered, which would have been recovered for a first down, it looks like. Except you could have seen that Ahmad Bradshaw smacked it forward. That's not allowed to do that. That's called batting. That's a penalty. You can't do that. You can't do that. You can't just bat the ball purposely forward. Okay, Adalys Thomas made the sack. I had not mentioned. I was waiting for this to mention his name. They did pick up a young free agent, youngish Adalys Thomas, athletic. Took him from Baltimore, and he enhanced this defense. So another player that New England had that I didn't mention. Ended up with the football. Let's get the call here. Nice, played it. Oh, there's our man. There's our man who now does the referee who.
There's a
A legal bat.
Number 44. From the previous clock, 10-yard penalty remains 3rd down.
So they get Ahmad Bradshaw when the ball was loose, and it looked like.
And they give the 10-yard penalty from where he smacked it, so it goes all the way back out of field goal range. This now is 3rd and 18. And it's going towards a 2-minute warning. But as Aikman's pointing out now, they should try to get into field goal range. Let's see what happens on this 3rd and 18. Back to pass. Should have been picked. Should have been picked. So they don't get into field goal range, and they have to punt. And I'll pause at that point. Now check the first play of New England with the ball after the punt, as they're on their own 11, 1:47 left, and plenty of time. Guess who got hit? Tom Brady got hit as he finally threw to Moss. You may have forgotten Moss was even on the team there, but they finally throw to him deep, and Brady knocked down again. You're getting a pattern there? Brady knocked down twice in the last drive, sacked twice in a row, now knocked down on the first long one here. Pause. After losing a yard on a run, and the Giants called timeout, hoping to get the ball back, New England actually converts a bubble screen, one of their favorite plays also, along with Peyton Manning using it, and they hit 3rd and 12 and get a first down and get 16. Now they're trying to move to get into field goal range. So let's watch. They're moving and running and trying to beat the clock like I am now. So I got to beat the 15-minute mark. I can't go over 15 minutes on this. Brady back to pass and trying along again, and he gets hit as he throws again. That's Moss. Not even close because Brady's on the floor again. You getting a pattern there with Brady on the floor? Now, after another short throw, where even that had a little pressure, I do have to be fair that from the 30, here we are, from the 38, 26 seconds left, he did move up on that one to avoid the pressure, hit Moss, and went out of bounds. Okay, so you got that? At the Giant 45, with the amount of times he got hit, and you only have 22 seconds left, wouldn't you want to get into field goal range here and not try to throw for the end zone? He hasn't had time to throw for the end zone. Watch what they do. Strahan got him from behind. Fumble recovered by the Giants. And I'm going to continue. I'm going to explain that after because I'm at the 15-minute mark. That's assault production. He should not have been throwing deep.